triumph.
There is no cause for reckless action. We need only be consistent.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist. When fighting on an incline, it will make overpowering our foes all the simpler.
Backed into a corner.
Consider this a lesson in caution. If we are to best this behemoth, we must do whatever we can to knock it off balance.
It is certainly worth a try.
I see it now.
I've got a firm grip on our foe. An excellent strategy. Allow me to assist.
By all means.
Not long now. Cut the attack.
Tis pleasantly cool here, what with the canopy overhead. This heavy pack is slowing me down somewhat, but methinks I can manage for the time being. Here we go again.
We fight. To arms.
By your leave.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking some. There, Master, Saurians!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Well done.
Many thanks. This is for you. Take it with my thanks.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
Let me get that. We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I grant you roaring flame.
Strike me if you can!
expected.
Strike me if you can.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. You must wait.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
A fitting reward for a reward.
I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open. Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
How are we to get through this door?
I don't like the look of this. You trying to piss me off?
Halt! You are approaching the gates of Vernworth. If you've an entry permit, an invitation, or proof of citizenship. I see. I shan't impede you then. Come with me.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brunt, you should know that this individual fought valiantly to defend the troops. The Watchhead told me himself.
As decreed by the great will of that arisen now reside, it follows, therefore, you must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Your anger is well justified, and I shan't deny you it. However, I am obliged to make you aware of your situation. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous console, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me at night in a tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
I only pray my watch finishes without it.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Thought you could hide, eh? Oi! Halt!
Ah, good, you return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Aught you need of me?
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Good day, sir.
You don't need a permit to get into Batal.
I go where foot.
What brings you here?
I've a duty to attend to, as 'twere.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Say, have you been to Harm?
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road.
I've things to do if you don't.
Your Majesty, your time in 'tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Welcome. Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
Where to now? Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Welcome.
Could use a bit of fun to brighten my
Might head to market and need a few things.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
At least my back's not acting up today.
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine. Off to market I go.
Puts me in the mood.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup? Start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of the wonderful... Welcome.
Unless we've business, you'd best leave me be.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few.
Willing to drive 10 minutes?
Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vernon.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world.
We ought take the time to evaluate our...
Suppose you're all right.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself... Have a look.
Apologies, sir, but we've not got any archer staves or goods aren't flowing as freely as they used to, see. Strangely enough, 'tis the arms shipments that are being targeted the most. So far, no one's done a thing about it. I hesitate to ask, but what of you, sir?
Pray, follow me.
Might as well take a look.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Tis strangely quiet hereabouts. Where are our foes lurking?
Here we go again.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
I am well aware of the particulars.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Would you mind coming over here?
No one can defend themselves when thrashed like this.
I knew you would prevail, Master.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Not bad, all things considered. I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true.
Sure, your next attack is no less perilous.
Whatever 'tis.
I believe your show is drawn to the light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns, lest we summon it unwittingly. It seems we have enraged our foes.
I do not use their rage to our advantage.
Well aware of the ridiculous.
Bastards, brought to quit the field ere the option is taken from us. When our curatives run out, we're done for.
I have no answer to that.
I've got hold of the enemy.
First and foremost, we'll want to lock it off balance. It will prove a much easier target when lying prone.
This battle will demand. Look out, Wizard! We're under attack! On my way!
Prepare yourself. We wanted to hold the high ground. We're fighting on an incline. Can't have our foes using it against us.
Oh my god, what?
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
A fine plate. It's to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
It is a remarkable treasure we've found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
I'll go and open the chest.
Over here, if you please. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Wolves, if I've ever seen them.
Ice is not a threat to it. We may have to rethink our strategy. I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well. That reminds me. I appreciate you carrying our heavy items, but do let me know if you need a hand.
You pay me no mind. It is one of a servant's many privileges to be entrusted with such...
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. The Arisen has been taught. Quick, down the flames!
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Nicely done.
Nice of you to say so.
I concur.
That was superb, Arisen.
Let me get that. As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance you ought to let a few things go.
The paths to victory are mirrored indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise.
I've a thought to share myself. Adventuring is toilsome as 'tis, and yet you do it with a